So I'm taking this shot with my new gimbal, and a little bit later on I'm going to take a run down the tow path of the canal and give it a really good try out. The priority though is don't set sail until you've made the tea, and then had a donut.
And he was sat there, and there were 6 in the thing, and there were 6 of us, and I gave a hand him out, and everybody's like, oh.
Right, so this is Skew Bridge. I don't know when it was built, but if you look at the fantastic brickwork within that, you can see the brickwork skews. So hence the name Skew Bridge. Get out of shot. Sorry. That's right. So this is my first pass through Skew Bridge before turning the corner and noticing quite a few people up ahead. So what I did is I turned round, and then I was able to show you the wonderful gardens on the way back, followed by another pass through Skew Bridge. Right, so just going to look at some of these absolutely fantastic gardens. Unbelievable. These are fairly normal houses that back onto the canal here, and these gardens are so extensive. That one there's got like an annex at the back. And these gardens are huge, and back onto this nice, absolutely gorgeous bit of waterway as well. So I'm using this gimbal, DJI Osmo 7P. Just testing it out really. As I said before, I was using a tripod which allowed me to have the camera just a short way from the face. A few people said that it looked absolutely perfect, the shots, but you do get used to holding a camera in a way, in a manner of a gimbal. Again, this is absolutely breathtaking. This stretch isn't used at the moment because there's a dispute with the landowner a little way on. He won't let the trust use the canal. So unfortunately, without use, it does silt up a little bit. Again, we're coming up to Skew Bridge. They say there's a massive learning curve on these gimbals, and I get it. It flops around all over the place. But they're big sellers, so must be possible to get used to them after a while. So we come up to Skew Bridge again. And again, you can see that fantastic architecture there. Fantastic brickwork. You can see some of the detail there. So I've just turned to the front-facing camera. Just see how this gimbal handles a talking headshot. Beautiful day, absolutely blisteringly hot. Started off a little bit chilly this morning, needed gloves on this morning. I'm out on the bike, as you can probably tell. I saw the handlebars come into the screenshot just now. So as I said, I'm using the Nemo app that you get with the DJI. It's got face tracking built in, it's tracking my face right now. And it's also got a module that clips on the side of the camera, which allows you to track faces using the native iPhone video capture software or Blackmagic or whatever software you wish to use. So as I walk ahead, you're going to see one of the barriers that the land owner has put in place. I don't know if you can capture that in the background. It's almost put like Dunkirk defences. Just stops the boat coming down. The dispute is that the landowner wants to build some houses there on his land, and the council won't allow it. I think there's a covenant on the land that only allows you to use it for certain purposes. So he's saying, if I can't build on my land, you can't use the canal that I believe is on my land. So we're coming up to Bevan's Bridge now. Just see that there. That was rebuilt some time ago. That was actually used during World War II as a practice bridge for demolition. So our guys could, our forces could practice blowing up bridges. So that's Bevan's Bridge, as you can see again behind me. So legend has it that the guys, or the team that rebuilt that, one of the guys passed away, and the team wanted to put his ashes behind one of the bricks. Council said no, you can't do that, but the team snuck out in the middle of the night and a covert team, all blacked out, etc. They removed one of the bricks at the top of the bridge there and inserted the ashes, put it all back, and nobody knew any different. That's a legend, anyway. Whether that's true, we don't know. So right now, today, I've been working on the Dragonfly narrowboat. We've had a lift inspection, which has to be done every 6 months by law, because it's a passenger carrying vessel. So it's about 12:30 now, 12:30 midday. I need to get back home. I said to my wife I'll be home before 12, and although she hasn't phoned me yet, probably notice I'm doing a bit of filming. So what I'll do is maybe add a bit of non-gimbal footage to this, just so you can compare the two types of footage. This is on a 30-day return, this gimbal. So, you know, just trying it out. I did actually order a Hohem gimbal at the same time. That's sat at home. This one's got a native tracking on. As part of the DJI, they've got an ecosystem which allows me to put microphones with it without having bits and bobs hanging out of the phone everywhere. So if I stick with the gimbal, I'll probably stick with this one. Got to bear in mind again that it's got a steep learning curve, but I should be able to get more cinematic shots, and when I'm walking along I should always know that my head's in the frame rather than a bit being cut off the top. So I'd like to carry on talking, but I'll leave you there, and see you next time.